Booth for this game, Mr. Julian Batula. How you doing, Julian?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Great matchup we got here.
Also, two of your good pals, Julian.
Yeah.
And teammates.
And teammates.
Teammates.
Oh, good hug there. This is gonna be a fun game.
Let's see, what color balls are we working with here?
Red, Courtney, red.
I'm gonna guess, yeah, Courtney's red.
Yeah, Courtney's red. Vanessa to roll first. This middle line kind of veers to the left a little bit. A little fast.
A little fast.
So we have 8 women who advanced into bracket play. Our gold medalist for this event will be representing the USA in international competition, whether that is against Canada for the North American spot representation in the World Championships, or otherwise. Either way.
That's still undecided, right?
Yeah, it is kind of up in the air right now. I'm receiving a lot of different conflicting information, so.
Vanessa with a bump.
And look what I can do now. I can,
Nope.
okay,
Well.
I got to reset the presets because I just changed the bracket, but I
That
can
looks-
zoom in with this camera now. So much better, right?
Nice. That looks nice. What was keeping you from doing it before?
So that's the bracket that I just swapped out. It
Yeah.
was, the way we had it mounted before was a little different, and it's right between an intake and an output for the air conditioning, and it was just vibrating it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I see that now.
Gonna start off the game with 3 balls back for Courtney Strickland.
Vanessa
Vanessa's
with
having
her last roll here.
She's having a tough time with the line on the first.
It's
That
actually
one
looking
looks
pretty good. What a ball here by V.
Great ball from Vanessa.
It's a frame-saving ball.
Huge.
Could be. Paulino's wide open there, though, right? That is Bersaglio.
It is Bersaglio.
It's going to be Rafa Bersaglio from Courtney Strickland, and this could be a big frame for her if Paulino goes clean.
Yep.
Or otherwise, if the ball goes clean, she could roll in for 3. Our official for this match, Rob the Shrobot Schroeder.
I
In
have
the
to commend
Crocs.
Rob. Over the last year, he has improved immensely as a referee.
So much.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Beautiful
Good
shot.
shot by Courtney.
What a shot.
That was a powerful shot.
She's got some power behind her. Strong. That's unreal. What a shot. Yeah, Rob really respects the game, and he really enjoys it, and he has such a calming presence that he just makes a really good ref.
Yeah.
He's a good student of the game.
Absolutely.
Courtney sitting 2 on her last ball.
She didn't like that out of her hand.
Looks a little fast.
It looks a little speedy. Okay.
All right, 2.
Two's good there for both of them in this scenario.
Yeah, an 8-frame game. It's not a 4-pointer for her, for
Yep.
Vanessa to climb out of, but
Yep.
good start for Courtney.
Yep. Absolutely.
While we have a break here, I'm going to reset our presets very quickly on camera 1.
All right, Paulino kind of in the middle of the volo zone.
I think Courtney's probably going to stay. Probably will stay volo if she has control of the Polino.
All right, V has some room here to capitalize.
She does. This is a good confidence building moment for her to land this point right where she needs it.
Jeff is saying we got quite the close-up when I was...
Oh yeah, do you want to see the picture? I was waiting to show you until he sent it to me. Are you ready?
Yeah. That's what I
They were
expected.
better. You can go find your own good screen grab. You were up there for a minute or so. Got some good content there.
This looks pretty good
It
by
looks
Vanessa.
very good.
A little short, but should be
Only in.
Yeah, should be in.
Okay, probably not as close as she wanted, but making Courtney use the ball here, good. You can. There is a large shift in energy in this building right now.
It got
is
real quiet, didn't it?
Yeah.
I
think some
feel like
people stepped out too.
people stepped out, but it was kind of like this yesterday too during the semifinals where the energy was definitely a little bit very, very calm, a little tension in the air.
I think a lot of the men left because they have a few hour break now.
Yeah.
Probably going to go get some lunch.
Yeah.
V calling Rafa Bersario. Short. Short on that.
Like it slipped out of her hand.
Yeah.
A little bit.
She has been working on that shot so much. I think she's a little in her head right now.
Because of the first frame, you think?
I just think
Or just in
I just
general?
think in general, I think it's hard to play your best friend to knock them out of the tournament.
Yeah.
And I think if you're not also then not playing yourself, I don't think she's like negatively, too much in her head, but she's definitely in there. She needs to just chill out a little.
Her third ball. Weight is about the same as her last ball. Yeah.
All right, so she's either got to.
Is Courtney possibly looking at shooting her own ball here now?
I don't know if I'm Vanessa. I'm thinking putting one deep.
Right, got to do something to protect the back.
Problem is those two balls might be Vola Versario, so
Yeah,
it's,
not
Either way.
ideal.
it's not ideal for, and Courtney can hit them, so
Yeah. She's thinking, who's coaching her right now? Julian, do you know?
I don't know if Court has Anthony coaching. I didn't see.
I just heard Vanessa kind of talking to Hunter. Is
Yeah.
Hunter coaching her right
Yeah,
now?
yeah. He's
Okay.
coaching Vanessa.
Okay, that's what I was asking. It was who's coaching
Oh,
Vanessa.
sorry.
And then I see Ant down at the other end. So
If this moves that enough to protect it, not quite. Courtney's checking it out from the corner. She's probably got at least a half a ball there.
yeah, she really needed to hit that on the other side. On court 4, while we're waiting here, Bridget is currently up 4-0 on Margaret Schindelis going into starting the third frame. And with a great first point over there.
So it looks like Courtney is opting to lag.
I think in an 8-frame game, you kind of decide like you have to start from the beginning. Are you going to be aggressive?
Looks short on the outside.
I think
no,
that's
in.
good.
That's in.
A
Yep.
lot of us would have taken at least,
I can't believe she didn't take one at that. Honestly,
yeah, take one at it.
She's
You
such
know, control the frame. You don't
Yeah.
got to take any risks.
sure, right? That's what yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. But I still am surprised.
She's rolling well, so keep the pressure on Vanessa.
Yeah,
Courtney is our reigning women's precision shooting gold medalist as well as the record holder for the USBF.
all right. Another frame of 2 is good for both of them.
You know, obviously I played with V, and she just has to settle into this frame,
Yep.
into this game, and take something away from this next frame.
Yep, absolutely. Big moment for Vanessa right here.
All right, I think we're staying in the volo zone. Courtney's had 2 good frames thus far, so why change it?
Yeah.
This looks like a pretty good
It
ball.
looks real good out of her hands.
Slowed up
A little short.
pretty quickly, yeah. Opportunity again for Vanessa.
I like this line for her.
Rondina sent her into Court's ball. It's, the Rondinas on each court are kind of interesting. They all have their own peculiars about them, but this one actually feeds in pretty well.
With the right speed, though, that line was good.
Vanessa.
Point, I
It's going to
think.
be good. It's going to be in. But definitely faster than she wanted.
Second ball coming for Courtney. 2 balls down for Vanessa. She looks focused, huh?
Yeah, Court's in the zone right now.
I mean, she's coming off of big win last night on this court. She's confident.
She's looking to represent the U.S. in 2 different,
Well, 3. She could get 3.
2 different events.
Shooting as well.
Yeah, she could
Shooting
get 3.
is
Oh.
not.
From
Isn't
what I've
it
heard,
always?
shooting is in.
Shooting is now
Yeah,
a
Is a
qualifier.
qualifier, yeah. From what, Danny said 2 days ago. But that ball didn't make it, so V gets a break here.
It's a good ball.
Great ball by Court.
Right on Paulino, almost. We're gonna see Vanessa Volo.
No, she has a window. You know, the thing I like about these setups, if you have a gap like that, it's kind of like a runway, right?
Yes.
You get a center look at that point ball, and just got to get them in between those two. And she's going for the Rafa Versailles.
Quick hands by Margaret Schindlis on the other court. They are in the midst of a very intense measure over there,
Yeah.
and
This court always seems to have a lot of balls bounce out in the 4.
yeah. It's that low wall. The same thing happens over in 2 and 3, you know.
All right, so last ball for Vanessa. I think she's going to opt to try and close this up.
Yeah. Julie and I use that same language as well. This is a runway to your target. Just follow it down.
Let's see this ball play out first.
Just let that roll in.
There's that shift to the left, but I think she got second point. Yeah.
Well, I think her back one was. I think her back one was already.
Is it? Yeah.
second
Okay.
point.
Yeah. You're right.
But it's helpful to be. It's good for her to be second and third point right now, for sure.
Going back to that, yeah, it's as a shooter, if you could have something to kind of narrow the window and your focus, that's helpful. This should
Catches the
sneak
inside of that.
inside. Yeah.
Great point from Courtney.
Another
I'm not
2.
sure if that's.
Another 2.
Is that inside the? Yeah.
Yep. Another 2.
Okay.
So 6-0, 4th frame. It's not quite, turning up the aggressiveness from Vanessa, but she needs to get points from this frame.
Quick look at our men's playoff bracket. John L. is down at the bottom there. It's John Liberto. Paulo Pro versus Natalie Scala. Anthony LaBarber versus Mr. Julian over here. Oscar Damore versus Andy Zimmerman. Hunter Galero versus Jim Summers. Greg Delacroce versus Mike Delacroce. Nick Emo versus Joe Cardello. Jose Boto versus Cam Clifton. And Tony Sana versus John Liberto.
I'm seeing an awful lot of random draws of our Chicago players up against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. was hoping to see Anthony later on, but
Yep.
it'll be a fun match.
It will be. It will be.
Good ball by Vanessa here.
There we go.
That's what she needed.
There we go. She
That's
needed
what
that.
she needed.
Rafa Bersaglio. That ball is dead, but it's a good shot.
We've been having
Okay, good.
this discussion of if the ball hits the fence and dies, are you trying to grab it before it comes in contact with any other balls?
Yeah.
Or do you let the frame finish out and then, right, it kind of depends, like, well, what was it? Was it the target? Is it
Well,
the
if-
foul? What do you do?
Yeah, if it's a valid shot, then that ball has to be removed from the court. If it's an invalid shot, then the opposing player has a rule of advantage whether or not to remove it from the court.
Sure. But it's the point of, like, catching it before, like, if it's dead, right? If
Well,
the ball
ideally,
is
you
dead.
want to catch it before it hits
well-
anything, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. But, right, should you or should you not?
You should. It shouldn't
Should.
disrupt any of the valid balls
Okay.
if it's out already.
If you can avoid it, yeah. Third ball here for Vanessa.
Good ball.
Good ball. It's volo. So I don't think we've seen a volo from court yet.
I don't know if we're gonna. I think she's thinking about it. I think she's got a point.
She doesn't necessarily have to. She could keep the pressure on.
Yeah.
You know, they're halfway through the game. That's a good roll by court.
It is. She's getting these courts down. Oof.
Just
a
didn't come
little
down.
outside.
Yeah.
Maybe if it slowed down a little sooner, it might have.
I think she was trying to just kind of sit on V's ball.
Yeah.
It didn't break down into
Yep.
the wall. Better ball here by court. Kind of, no, same line.
Same ball.
Same line. Vanessa has an opportunity to cut this lead in half. She just needs to be composed here. Even a little drag back of the Paulino might give her an opportunity for 4. This looks decent.
It did. She didn't like it though. Oh, it's gonna.
Just
It should be
nestle
good.
on that ball, and that should be 3
That's.
or 2 rather.
It's definitely 2. Well, I guess maybe it's not definitely 2. The front one's close. 2 would be great here for her.
Yep.
2.
All right.
2,
Right.
2, 2, 2.
Yeah.
6 to 2.
Yeah. Big frame for Vanessa. You know, helps you get the early jitters out, and still 5th frame. So
Yeah, we're halfway through this game.
yeah, she gets some points here, and we got a battle to the end. Interesting that V has kind of opted to stay in the volo zone as well, considering court has been rolling pretty well.
Yeah, I am also surprised by that. I would have expected her to go a little deeper.
Yeah, you know, the game has played 4 frames in this area. A little short here.
Yeah. Just getting a sip of water back there. It'll reset your body a little bit.
Okay,
Oh,
it
little
made
back
it.
door.
Still a good amount of room to get a point in. This doesn't look too bad if it fights off this ball.
Can't quite tell where. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
We got a bump.
Legal bump.
More than the stick.
Courtney with her second ball.
Ooh.
Nice line. This was a great line.
Good ball from Courtney.
Yeah.
I like how Gordon is just standing on the court watching the game.
I
Is he
think he's
sweeping?
he's sweeping up
He's
lines
sweeping.
and second ref.
He's Rob's sweeper.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart. It's a stretch.
Yeah. I mean, I hear where you're coming from. I don't want to give it to you.
This is moving a little bit. This is moving
Oh,
a
that looks
little bit.
good.
All good. I think
Yeah,
she comes
that's
away
good.
with point.
That's great. That's a
Yeah.
great ball. Everything's good. She's got a point.
Yeah. Yep. Big ball here.
For what it's worth, balls are versatile.
Yeah. So she has the option to volo those two balls.
Court's got 2 balls. Vanessa's got 1.
Kind of would. Oh, I kind of like to see her take one at it. She doesn't have to.
Again, she had
is-
that line. It's just
Yeah.
the pace she needed. So I think she's going to try and steal this away here. And that kind of just fell out.
Yep.
So Court's last ball. Vanessa has one in hand.
Jesse, do you understand Jeff's joke in the chat here?
Probably. Give me a sec.
I do. I'm just curious if you do.
Oh, no, I have no idea.
You don't get it?
No. I rarely understand Jeff's jokes.
It's a stand, you know.
Oh, you know what? He
Do.
texted me. Oh, I do get it. Do you think he texted me the same joke? He just really wanted to make sure it got on,
So this
on the
is
chat.
a dangerous setup here. Yeah, I agree with Vanessa's call. Take the point. The Rondina, she would have to be rolling pretty fast to get past those 2 balls. So control the frames. She's got 3 frames left, 6-3. Keep clawing back, make it a game at the end.
As we say, one's good. One's better than none.
Better to have Paulino in hand,
Absolutely.
dictate the play.
Paulino and hands worth 2 in the
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that one I'll give you. I'll let you have that one. That's good.
I'd like to
That's
see
good.
a third quadrant Paulino here by V, but I think
That
we're
looked a little deeper.
still staying. We're still staying in
Oh,
this.
no, let's go. Oh,
First quadrant.
nope.
It did look deeper out of her hand,
It
didn't
did.
it? And it just
Fun fact, Vanessa and I have thrown more illegal Polinos in a game than I think anybody I've ever known. And I've had a few nervous moments in this tournament where I'm worried I'm going to throw the Polino deep and ends up being, or like illegal deep, and ends up being way shorter than I want to. Yeah, I would like to see, I'm with you, Julian, I would like to see something different.
You know, she's won the last 2 frames, and that's,
Yeah.
you know, she's pointed pretty decent in this area.
Yeah.
But just to control and force Court to roll in a different area.
Yep, absolutely.
That's a good ball by
That's a good ball.
Courtney. So
So,
she still has about 2.5 feet to roll
yeah,
in.
there's a lot of room to get around that.
But you have to take a sharp angle. Yeah, use the
Yeah.
Rondina.
That's a smart fix. I'm glad she took that step over.
looks pretty good coming out of her hand. If it gets to the rondino late, she's okay.
Oh, she got it.
No. It dipped out.
Jeff, can you confirm
them?
if I did understand that joke
she did get
correctly,
it.
please?
I think you did.
She
I
did
get
get
it now. You explained it. It makes sense. I think you got it. It looks good on here.
Yeah, she did get it.
Okay.
Rob raised the stick, yeah.
You can see Julian. If you're on the screen, you can see Julian looking over the fence, and we're on the screen.
Yeah.
These are our different vantage points that we're bringing to the broadcast. We'll get somebody on each end at some point, and
So Court has
she's thinking.
decent amount of space.
Volo punto,
you know,
nice.
She said volo. Punto.
Yeah, she's going to volo
Okay.
point.
So I'm saying just a little something different. Let's see something different here.
It's,
Little any momentum shift.
she
something.
feels confident with her shooting.
She should. She's an incredible shooter. Julian, you better watch out. Maybe Peyton should watch out. She's real close to volo leaving the court.
It's a dead ball, but a good shot. There's no option.
It hit the side fence, so you.
Rob, there's no option because it's a valid shot.
Yeah, okay. Balance shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Rob's refed 1,000 games this week, and sometimes you get a little minced on your words and the rules in your brain at some point. But as soon as they said that,
there's
he
so
was
many
ready.
rules.
There's
and
so many.
It's so many like contingencies and
Yep.
everything to remember
Yeah,
that it's.
and like he knew, you can see it on his face right now. He knew that. He just needed somebody else to say it. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're right. You're right."
A little faster than her last one. But she should sit
Sit
on.
right on it.
Beautiful ball tuck. Yeah, very nice ball by V. Very
Great
nice
ball.
Court 4 scores 6-2 in the fifth. That is Margaret Schindelis versus.
Bridget Reedy.
Bridget has the lead, it
nice,
seems.
Bridget.
She does. She does have the lead. I think Margaret's on her last ball, and she's sitting one, it looks like.
Courtney opts for Rafa Paulino here.
She's got 2 balls to Vanessa's 1.
Ooh.
A lot of bad bounces for Courtney on these.
The one
Yeah.
thing I will say, having been affected by it, is the Paulinos, you have to hit them really clean to send them down.
Yeah.
They kind of, with these courts, they kind of get hung up, and they don't, if you chip it, they don't really fall all the way to the back wall.
Yeah. Things really die on those walls. So if they hit the wall, that all of the momentum stops. All of the
You know, coming from Highwood, you could chip a ball, and if it has pace, you could chip the Paulino to the back
Yep.
wall still.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh.
Good point. Vanessa still has almost 3 feet. Yeah, about a stick and a quarter. Yeah. So.
I think she's considering shooting this for.
Well, that
No,
is a volo. That is a
Oh,
volo.
you're right. You're right.
So
You're right.
I
A
think
little caught up in the game.
she just has to have the way. I mean, I would take this line.
Yeah.
Don't risk the rondino.
Yep, I agree.
Little speedy. Little speedy.
I think that's good.
Nope. Good ball.
Great ball. Great ball.
All right.
6-4, heading into the 7th frame.
6, but yeah, she's chipping away. 2 more frames left. Again, I would like to see a change in placement here.
Yeah.
And if she commands it, it really puts some pressure on court.
Looks like Margaret did end up getting an additional point. Last frame is also 6-4 over there
Yeah.
in heading into the
V.
sixth frame.
frame.
I was wrong. This is this. Oh yeah, they're 1 frame ahead. Okay.
So V does place it in the 2nd quadrant this time around. This looks pretty nice. This looks pretty nice. Yep.
It looks great.
Very
What a
good.
good ball for
She changed
Vanessa.
placement. She commanded that Paulino throw, and now pressure's on court.
What a great ball for her right there.
Yeah.
6 straight points to start the game for Courtney. Now 4 unanswered from Vanessa. We got 2 frames left. This is a very important frame here.
Miss Rafa by Courtney. Yeah, you know, it makes all the difference to, you've been playing 6 frames in the volo zone, haven't really had to Rafa. Courtney really hasn't had to but one.
Right.
Now you change it up, and it's played to her favor, Vanessa's favor.
Yeah, it looks like Anthony is coaching Courtney.
Yeah. Hard to, I think it would be weird to see him not, or anybody else.
Yeah.
They see the game the same way. They work together so well. That's a really good point.
That's a good defensive ball by Court.
Yeah.
She's got 2 more in hand.
She would certainly like to go into the 8th with a lead.
Yep.
If she can do so, hold Vanessa to 1 at the most.
Okay, still Vanessa's point, but Court's clogging this up pretty well. As far as defensive balls go, she's got a good setup.
She is holding it. Ideally, she gets one right in between those 2 now.
Yeah. Rob's checking for Bersadio, yep. All 3 balls are. She calls point ball, and I think it's with
all 4 balls.
All 4 balls, yeah. Yep.
Well,
the option here,
yeah.
I think the only option here is to roll. You don't put yourself in a situation where you could splash everything out.
yeah.
If I was Vanessa here, I would take a timeout, and Hunter
Yep.
is signaling to her to take the timeout.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Take a moment.
It's
Can we see the balls again, Mikey? Can we get that camera shot?
It's a tricky situation here. Courtney's 3rd ball, she kind of chipped Vanessa's ball away from the Paulino.
This camera is
Oh,
on a swivel.
unfortunate. Yeah, Hunter placement there.
Oh, we got it.
There we go. Perfect. I like. What are you doing here, Julian?
I mean, Vanessa has 3 balls. The risk shooting is hitting her ball clean and Courtney's ball stay, but she needs to get 2 points here.
Yeah, you need to come at I think coming straight on is.
Okay, she got rid of 1. It gives her a lane to lag on her ball. She's got 2 more.
She's also got some power on her.
Yeah,
So strong.
V has been shooting pretty hard of late.
So hard. I mean, she's really been working on it.
So she opted to take a look. She's got 2 balls.
That's tough with the Rondina.
Yeah, but now she's given herself, she has a line coming from the middle of the court to Courtney's ball, and if she nestles on that ball, she could push it within the stick and get 2. It is a tough play regardless.
Yeah, I mean, getting 1 here is also pretty good.
Yeah, right.
Being down 1 in the
Control the
8th frame
Paulino going into the 8th frame
is not a terrible place to be.
No, but I know obviously she wants to get to 2.
Of course.
It's a tough call.
Yeah.
Do you be greedy? Do you roll and risk even giving the 1 away?
My guess is I see her roll 1 here and see what that looks like. I don't know. I don't think she's rolling both of these. Unless she absolutely has to.
She's not sure yet. She's not sure.
Okay. Aggressive call, I like it.
She could, yeah. So we're checking
What's
on
wrong?
we're checking on a rule here because Vanessa initially said she could take one, and Rob did not ask to confirm.
Doesn't matter.
Take one what?
She could change her mind. Yeah, she could change her mind. Yeah.
Could
I
take one
understand.
what?
Yeah, that makes
Take a point.
If it's her balls, it doesn't matter what she says. She
Yeah.
can change her mind.
yeah.
I don't, you're not the tournament director. Let the tournament director tell me that. Thank you.
What is the concern?
There's just it's a
She said she was going to
technical
take
call
one,
here.
and then she changed her mind. So
Yeah.
we're just finding out if that's a final
Yeah.
decision.
Why would it matter? She didn't say anything. Nothing happened.
She said she was going
She
to
said
take
she was
one.
going to take one, so they got to clarify if that stands. However, her balls are still in the back, so I don't know if that plays a role.
They're still in place. She never walked anywhere.
She never walked anywhere.
There's literal. I see no reason.
So the call is she can still roll her balls.
Yeah.
I don't like.
But
I don't like that.
I agree with Court. You got to check. It's a tight game. You got to check. Oh. So the question now is, does Vanessa go for this point?
Oops.
I'd be aggressive.
She's going to point. Take one and hope to win the next frame.
She's putting on the brakes. Oh, that's great.
That's a good ball.
That's great.
6-5, 1 point game going into the 8th.
Did a lot of work, got one.
It's a good ball for Vanessa
Yeah.
right there.
And she ended up taking one anyways.
Yeah. I think that was good composure by her, considering
Absolutely.
the kind of technical issue that Courtney wanted clarification on. She didn't know the rule, and she's right to get the tournament director to come and clarify that. But we're 5-6 going into the 8th frame, and Vanessa has some momentum, so let's see what happens. It's been a great game.
It was 6-0.
Yeah, chipping away.
Back at home, somebody would be yelling, "It was 6-0." Everyone at ABC would be screaming. Their good pal Lilia, who's not here, her husband Mike coined that for us. Anytime there's any
Mike, right? Isn't that his name?
What?
Her husband.
Her husband Mike?
Mike?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think really if you listen to any BBN broadcast from in Chicago or an ABC tournament, you'll if you listen long enough, you'll hear it. Really good point from Vanessa there.
Court's point's looking good. Needed this ball.
It does look good.
She needed this ball.
Wow.
Great ball.
All right. Pressure
Great ball.
back on Vanessa to make a hit.
Bersaglio, Paulino's in play. This could get interesting.
I think she has an inch or two off the Paulino, but Fee's lining up. V gets the hit clean. Very nice, Rafa, by V. Very nice. All right. Back to Courtney. What a game.
Yeah.
Really good, back and forth. Courtney looks good on this as well. It has the legs. It does.
Hey, Joe. Yes, Jim, to answer your question, these tournaments are open to the public. Anybody who wants to come watch in person. We are at 2210 Marconi Ave, St. Louis, Missouri. We'll be here till Saturday. 2 balls left for each player.
V opts to roll here, which is interesting. But man, oh man, what a roll to get 2 points.
Oh, and it's safe.
Man,
What
oh man.
Point.
All 3
Vanessa
Bersaglio.
Garippo.
What a ball by V. Excellent ball. That's composure in a pressure situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Timeout, Courtney Strickland.
Also on court 4 right now. Bridget is currently up 9-6 heading into the 8th frame.
And it looks like Martha Crossley advanced over Susan Zona, so the winner of this game will be playing Martha in the semis.
It looks like the Teresa and Emmy game is also just ended, but I'm not sure who. It's over, I just don't know who won. Okay.
It's interesting here because if you shoot and you take the Paulino, the likelihood of both of these balls going down is pretty high.
Yeah.
Which means if the Paulino goes all the way to the back wall and her balls do 2, she's likely sitting point with court having 1 ball left. But how do you not shoot in this situation?
Well, you certainly don't want to give up 2, right?
Yeah, yeah. And you gotta place yourself in a scenario where you can take 1 away or take the point.
Rafa Bersaglio.
Bersaglio. Court resets, a lot going on.
Yeah, there is.
A lot going on.
Did Paulina go out of play? Reset the frame?
Is that?
Yeah, she just reset the frame. It's a valid shot. There is no rule of advantage. Reset the
Do we have
frame.
a replay, Mike?
Missed it.
You can't see it on the camera, but
Ant
it very
called it
clearly hit the
immediately, yeah.
fence. You could hear it.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, it's shot out.
Doesn't look like it.
Here.
No, it very clearly
Yeah,
hit the fence.
because none of the balls hit the fence,
Can
but
you do
there
that
was
replay one more
there was a ding off the fence.
Everyone be quiet.
You
No,
can't hear
you
it. There's
can't-
no sound on the replay.
No, but
Oh, good
it
call,
did.
good call,
We
good
did
call.
hear it like live. You did hear it hit the fence. So
Yeah.
I knew there was no sound on the replay. I knew that. I don't know what I'm thinking. Listen, I'm hyped, you guys.
big shot by Court.
Good shot.
That was a tight situation. If she only got 1 ball there, she still has to take the second point away. So. V kind of goes right back on this right wall, a little shorter this time. Roll looks pretty good. Rondina's going to fall off, and here we go, in front, and she's sitting in front.
Wow,
That's Bersaglio, though.
incredible.
It is Bersaglio.
Can she? Okay. I couldn't tell there was how close it was, side by side, or.
It's Bersaglio. So Court's lining up. She's going to take this again. Good hit by Courtney.
And
Her
her
ball
ball-
hits the fence.
Wow.
So, as we mentioned earlier, both of these ladies are shooting hard, and when you're hitting like that on a little bounce, it's going to jump out. And It got her on that one.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but
That's
good
a
shot.
tough break.
Good
I mean,
shot, and she has
yeah.
a wide open Paulino
Yep,
now.
absolutely. I mean, she's
And if she can leave something just
short
outside
of.
of Rosalio there.
Yeah.
It forces a volo.
Has anyone voloed in this game?
No.
Have you seen any volos?
No. No. We saw
she?
warm-up volo.
I don't remember it.
I'm unsure.
I don't remember it. Milan saying it happened.
Courtney
shit.
essentially rolling the ball right where Vanessa's ball was.
Yep.
Rosario again. V's opting to shoot. Ooh.
Rob called it short.
He said it was on the line.
Yeah, it has to cross.
Yeah.
It has to cross.
I
That was close.
was close. I think unless you were standing. What'd you say, Milan?
It's very close.
Yeah.
So V misses her.
One more shot. Courtney's got
She's
two
gonna try
balls
to-
left. I mean, she's got to shoot it.
Yeah,
she's got to shoot it. Hope for a
she's going to.
good bounce on Paulino. She does have a ball in that back right corner.
If she hits it square and hard, that Paulino can go down. No.
Courtney
Wow,
Strickland
what a game.
Courtney Strickland advancing.
gutting it out. 6-0 to start. 5 unanswered from Vanessa Garippo. A beautiful Paulino shot to reset the frame there.
Yep.
Courtney will
Wow.
advance.